Hello, Star Wars fans. And this week we have issue 29 of the Build Your Own Star Wars X-Wing. And here we go, assembling the engine. Now this is the actual engine itself. It's not the sublight engine. So there we go. And creating a starship fleet, keeping it real. Okay, so keeping it real, huh? So obviously back to the main models that they ended up using, even some of like the full-size ones that they had to use for the movie. So, oh wow, and there's actually not much, because this right here, it starts off at page 6. Alright, so fitting pipework. Is 35 steps. Sorry, 39 steps. Fitting the engine is 12 steps. So this is going to be kind of a lengthy video. And this will include all of the dreadful parts that we had for the first wing. Now hopefully the parts actually fit a heck of a lot better than they did for the first wing. And there we go, and I hit the camera again, and where did I put those other parts? Ah, and there we go, right still in the clamshell. Okay, so, and here is this week's parts. And you might actually notice, uh-oh, where did my X-Acto knife go? That, sorry, you might actually notice that we are doing the build, and there you have all the manifold parts and whatnot for all that. And I said, uh-oh, because obviously we had an issue, because those were supposed to be press-fit parts the previous time. And even with these parts right here, they gave us the wrong guide. And I kind of screwed that up, because I wasn't looking at the build picture. I was going by the guide. So it was my fault. Definitely my fault. Where the heck did my X-Acto go? Oh, I found it. Alright, so we will get these parts out of there. Okay, and we get some XW01, so X-Wing screws. And then we got these. And I do have my super glue handy, because more than likely, without a doubt, I'll have to end up gluing those pieces in, just like I did have to the first time. Alright, so lower port engine. This issue's components allow you to complete the power input unit and install the whole of the fuselage thrust engine in the lower port wing. Alright, so fitting the pipework. Join the two halves of the cylindrical power input unit together, then add all the external pipes. All the parts are simply fitted into place. And it could very well have been my own engine that definitely was wrong on the whole push fitting. But you guys can always put the comments down below when this video is up to let me know if yours was the exact same way. So hopefully I'm not the only one. Alrighty. Alright, so pushing those two halves together encompasses the first three steps. Step 4. Take this short, thick pipe and align the D-shaped lug on the end with the matching hole in the upper half of the power input unit. Now, I guess we get to see which of these clamshells actually has that piece. And that's going to be in the clamshell that came with this issue's parts. And it should be this small piece right here. That one. Okay, so we just take this, and that goes right there. Just like that. Alright, and then we have to get these manifolds out. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to dump all these parts out. And we're just going to go ahead and get rid... Oop! Oh, look at that. We had some static cling. And then we're going to get rid of that clamshell. Alright, and then step 6. Two manifolds are mirror images of each other. Take this one. But do we really have to take that one? Okay, so as we know, okay, so that one goes in this side, and see, this is supposed to be push fit, right? But this, now, maybe this one is a little bit tighter than the previous issue. I don't know. We'll see how this goes. We will definitely see how this one goes. And I'm just going to take the other manifold, and we'll put that one in here. Here we will see how things end up going. Alright, so if we do this, because the longer end needs to be away from there. Okay, so yep. Okay, so we'll do this. Alright, so that is still as loose as the first one. Comes right out, and I don't really want to have to do that. I do not want to have to worry about that. And then we'll test. Yeah, that still comes right out. Dang it. Okay, so I'm going to have to get a toothpick here, or a couple of toothpicks. Maybe just one as a backup in case I happen to drop something here. Alright. So I will actually try and save the super gluing until everything is in place. So, do I risk leaving these on here? Definitely a food for thought. Do I take the chance on putting all of these in and then having some be so loose that I have no alternative but to glue everything? That's the other side. That's the other side. Because at least hopefully they sit in here. Good enough, just so that way I can get everything into place. And I did knock that one out myself. That I can glue these where I need them. And then put a little bit of super glue in certain parts, so that way I can keep them in place. Alright, so this one is actually going, let me see if I can get the, alright, so this one should go on this side right here. Alright. Or maybe I can actually get away with not gluing. I hope I can get away with not gluing. But I don't want anything popping out, and obviously that just popped out, just like in the previous engine build. And I really don't want to do this. Definitely gonna do my best to avoid the whole thing. And this is going to be the trickiest part right here, is not to have this happen. Okay. See, look. See, look. You know what? I'm going to do these one at a time. I am definitely going to do these one at a time. And you know what? I'm getting the super glue out. Oh, dang it, if the cap wants to come off, there we go. Oh, jeez. Okay, well, I might have to actually dip it into the bottle because the whole cap came off with the top. So, and that is a little bit more than I want on there. And it's not going on the straight. Dang it. Okay. Okay, so and I glued myself. Alright. Yes, well, my super glue does leave that nice little whitish shine to it, unfortunately. But, you know, whatever. That's a major whatever. I really don't care about that because none of the stuff is actually going to be seen, so... Yeah, I'm going to have to dip this in again. Alright, and hopefully I can only get enough on here that I can actually properly use just enough into that spot right there. Of course, this is the kind of super glue that as soon as you put it in there, if you don't go fast enough, it'll dry and clog that hole right up. So alright, there's 3. And so far, I have been very lucky that I have not lost a piece yet. No. Oh, that's the other side. That's the other side. Where's... Okay, so it's that one right there. Okay. Alright, so this video is probably going to be shorter than building the first engine. Just because I am actually prepared for it this time around. Alright. So, yep, from the look of it, you're definitely going to have to glue all these pieces in you. You might be able to get away with it like I'm doing it, just gluing the one side this time. The first engine I built, there's definitely no way to get around that. Those parts were just so loose There was no way around it. Definitely no freaking way around it. You have to glue the whole thing. You have to glue. Oh, there we go. Putting my finger in the super glue. You have to glue these parts. You have to glue the manifold, and you have to glue the pipes. So, definitely trying to not have to worry about doing any of that this time around. And we'll have that go in there like this. Alright, there we go. And we'll get the first pipe in there. Alright, that one actually went in nice and snug, but they're not going to go in snug on the smaller pipes. So, hopefully they've got some glue in there. Come on. I don't think they got any glue in it. Yep. Yep. Okay. That should have glue in it now. Alright. Let's get this. Hold on.
Burgers are done. Sorry. The burgers are done.
Oh, sorry about that. That was just my kid at the door. Let me know that dinner was ready. Okay. Obviously, glue did get in that spot that time. So, we're good to go that way. Come on. I don't want to have to use tweezers on this. Definitely do not want to have to use tweezers. Come on, come on. Okay. Okay, here we go. Alright, then we'll just get some more glue. No, get in there. I can definitely tell that there's glue there. There we go. Alright, we'll get some glue again. Yeah, okay, I can tell there's glue in there. Okay, good. Ow. How the heck did that pop out? Are you kidding me right now? I knew there was glue on there. Because my finger got stuck to it. Alright, now that'll definitely be good. Okay. And then time for the last piece here. No, no, no. Come on, come on. Oh, jeez. See? Small parts. You can tell this is probably either an aircraft engine or a submarine engine. Just by the build. Let's hope I got enough glue still left on here. Oh, it should be good. Oh, no, no. Don't tell me there wasn't enough glue on that right there, because that should have been good. Alright, I think we're good. I think we are good. Alright. So if the ones I've gotten were the only ones to have actually had the major issue with these parts not actually press fitting, then, you know, good. So I was able to just get away with gluing the ends of those pipes, not those, and not the manifolds this time. Okay, so that actually brings us up to, step 20. Okay, so now we need this part right here, and that goes into these two holes right in here, just like that. Alright, and alright, so I think these two parts, where's the other part? Where's the other part? Uh-oh. I only have one of the two parts. Oh, there it is. Thought I heard something in there. Okay, so this part goes onto the top. That right there. And so far, I'm lucky to have put these in without a set of tweezers. And I'm probably going to end up jinxing myself. Yep, I think think I just jinxed myself. Where are my tweezers? Where did I put my tweezers? And apparently... Oh, there they are. Alright, we're good. We're good. There we go. Alright. Okay, and that brings us to step 26. Alright, so we put that part down. Okay, and we got that right there, and did I leave this in my box of tricks? That part? Oh, yep, I definitely did. Oops. And this part right here, I guess we'll see if we need these. Okay, so we got that. Okay, so we got that right there. And then open up this clamshell. Hopefully this time around we can actually get those ones into the right spots the first time. Alright, so we need it this way right here. And is it, no, it's not that one. Oh, no, it is those ones. Okay. So. Okay, so we take these small parts and we have to push them into here. And it's not going in. Okay. Because the first time around, or the first engine, I was able to just push it right on in without any issue. Geez, I'm probably going to have to use a pair of pliers here. Alright, there we go. Alright, there we go. Okay, yeah, that was actually a tough fit. I had to use a pair of pliers for that one. Hopefully I don't have to do it for the same thing on this side. So we're just going to be doing it again. Oh, no, I think we're going to have to do it again. Yep. Just being careful. There we go. Alright. Yeah, that one was a tight fit. These parts for the first engine didn't have that tight of a fit. Okay, so these have to fit on the inner side. So this piece will be going on this side right here. Like that, and then that one will be going over here. So you want the holes to be on the inner side of this piece, and I hope that one is drilled down far enough because you can actually see white in that. Alright, and that brings us up to step 31. And this will be going onto here, just like this. And we will get the other detail parts on. Oh, yes, we will. Alright, and this time I am going to be paying attention to what I'm seeing in front of me. Okay, so we need longer pipe works. So this should be piece A right here. And that should fit down into that lower one right there, that lower hole. And then let's try and line this up. Come on. No. Wait a minute. Huh. I don't know if this one actually has all the holes it's supposed to. Because the first engine had like a mirrored representation of the pipework on both sides. This doesn't. Alright, so there we go. We got that first set of pipes in, and B is the smaller version of that straight pipe. And that is not it. And it should be this one right here. That goes into the hole right above that. And into this hole. And it doesn't want to go into that hole, and it caused me to knock that one out. Okay, so I might actually have to use... Oh, geez. Okay, you know what? I'm going to try to get this one in first. Okay, see, that one was kind of like a push fit right there. Okay, I'm probably going to have to glue that first one in, because that just does not want to go into that spot right in there. It's just way too loose, keeps popping out. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue right in there. A little bit. Hopefully it's just a little bit. And obviously it was a lot of it. Here, let me use this dirty one right here. So just mop that leftover residue. It's a good thing that, you know, you're not actually going to see these. Uh-huh. Remember what I said about how it will clog the pipe or the hole if you don't put it in fast enough? Yeah, that's exactly what it's done. Okay. I know it's super glue and everything, but give me a break. Just give me a break. Alright, so... Okay, no, that's too small. Hopefully that one is big enough. And you will see what I'm doing, or gonna do in just a second. second here. Alright. Got a little drill. Just going to drill out that hole. Just to get the super glue out of it. So I'm gonna have to make sure that I don't get any glue in there until just before I go to get that in the hole. Jeez, I hate this. This thing just keeps popping off. Okay, so could possibly end up being a little bit of mold degradation depending on how many times they've actually used the same exact mold. Alright, I got the glue in there. It should be going in there. Why isn't it going in there? Give me a freaking break. It's not going in there now. I'm gonna have to use a bigger size drill. Dang it. Okay, I thought this was gonna be a little bit easier because of the fact I was cutting around corners and whatnot, and nope. It definitely is not easier because now these pipes are loose. Or at least one of those pipes is loose so far. Keep that handy right there. Okay, so apparently it was a combination of the super glue in the hole and super glue on the part itself. Luckily, I had a file as well. Yeah, okay. Alright, you know what? I might not actually need to use glue this time because that is... Jeez. Stuff is getting so loose on here. I'm probably going to glue this from the back side just so it doesn't pop down anymore. Ugh. Okay, so issues the first time. Issues that trying to get around for the pipework itself. And now trying to avoid doing this. But looks like I have to. That I definitely do have to get around. Okay. So, I shouldn't need that anymore. And, okay, so this pipe's got to go down. And that is not the correct pipe right there. Alright, this should be the correct pipe for this spot right in here. Why the heck doesn't it want to go in? Alright, well this one goes here. I know this is the next one. This would be in the upper slot, because there's two holes right here. This one would be into the upper slot, and then this one would go up here like this. So I know that one goes there. And these ones go in these holes right here. Uh-oh. So that's a little loose. That one will go in there. And that slot right in there. Or I should say hole. Because they're all small little holes. Because they're all obviously pipe work. Okay, see, that one had a tighter fit. Okay. So, this one should be the one that goes on down in here in this hole. Right in here. And then goes into that spot right there. And then this one will go in the upper hole here to go into that spot right in there. But the only thing is, this one doesn't want to go into the hole it's supposed to go into. So I'll move that around. See if I can get this one to actually go in. There we go. Alright. No, you need to go down in there. Alright. Alright, there we go. Alright, so we've gotten out of a complete and utter disaster on our hands. A natural disaster. Took a little bit of doing. Probably more than should have had to be gotten done. But we got her done. Okay. Alright, so I need to get this pipe down on this hole right here, so that way I can get the glue into here. All because that was loose. Okay. And there we go. There we go. The dreadful pipework is in. Yay. Okay. And then this actually brings us all the way up to step 38, where we put this piece in. And it goes in the hole right here on this side and connects to the hole over on this side. And that's actually stiff enough, so I won't have to glue that, which is good in my book. Okay, so there we go for now on that. So fitting the engine. Fit the rear section of the fuselage thrust engine to the engine mount and run the wiring for its lighting effect underneath the wing. Okay, which is obviously why we have this. And why I need that right there. Okay. And okay, so we got XW01s in here, and apparently I need an XW02 for this. Alright, so take the fuselage thrust engine from stage 27 together with an XW02. Okay, so step 2, take the plug on the end of the lead for the engine's lighting effect and fit it through this hole in the engine mount. So you just take this wire and we put it through here. And then pull the wire down through the bottom, just like this. And then make sure the screw hole and the post go on down there. Make sure that lines up with that. Alright, just like this. And we will go into the box of tricks and get an XW02 screw. Which luckily I have, I don't know, like 6 or 7 of these things. Alright, and I'm guessing there are going to be steps in there that go, here, take this and feed it through this, and then, you know, here, line up the screw with this part, and then that part, and how about we just put the screw in, and get that all nice and tight. And there we go. And there we go. So, yep. So pretty much that whole thing, but just putting that one screw in, actually took us up to step 6. And now we just gotta feed the wiring cable down through the posts right here. Pretty much just like we had to do with the first wing. Alright, so there we go for that. And this one will actually go into that one right there between those last 2 posts. And I'm probably going to have to make sure that that wiring is straight. Oh, come on. Work for me, wire. Work for me. Oh, come on. Alright, let's see. I got that. Twist that. Yeah, there we go. Okay, there we go. Okay, wire is in. Alright. Okay, okay, feed the wiring, and tuck into the corner around the next pin, and then the next pin, and here is where we fit this. Okay, so there we go. We fit the engine down in here. Come on, get into that slot. Get into the slot. Why isn't it going into the dang slot? It should be. Just going right down into the slot. Alright, maybe I need to just make sure that this end is down all... Yeah, okay, that's it. Okay. So this side needs to be down as far as you can get it in there. Down into this chamber down in here. And you need to push it forward like that. Okay, so that was my fault. See? This side needs to go as far down as it possibly can go. Alright, and this is going to get the XW01 screw. And they gave us a spare. Now, I don't see a flap. Okay, I got it. Alright, here we go. Okay, here we go. Take the screw and put it right in there. Come on, line up, thank you. And nice and tight. Of course, this side is going to wobble around, so that's perfectly fine. And that brings us up to the end. That completes this stage. The wing and engine assembly should now look like this. So here we go. Engine all in. Didn't have the exact same issues with the engine parts this time around. I know this is probably going to be a longish kind of video. It's still at least a half an hour, 35 minutes. Whatever, but it is all together. Alright, and here is this piece of artwork for this week's issue. Alrighty, pretty cool artwork still. Alright, so until the next Build Your Own Star Wars X-Wing, or until the next Build Your Own R2-D2, or until, and yes, very soon, I will at least have an update video for the personal mods for the Eagle Moss Build Your Own Back to the Future DeLorean. What I'm going to be doing for that. So, until then, thanks for watching.